It's The Strip with Walter and Bunny. Yes, it's that dynamic detective duo you know from True Vault Escapades, now taking on the glitz and glamour of New Vegas. Brought to you by the A-Bomb Radio web station and Atomic Wolf. Today's curious adventure, the case of Caesar's ring. We begin our curious tale in WB Investigations with Detective Walter Camry taking an interesting phone call from Lieutenant Humphreys.
Well, that sounds swell, Humphreys, but what does this have to do with me?
I'm telling you, Walter, this could be the opportunity of the century. The colonel ain't even gonna make it public until he gets your answer on it.
Well, it's swell that you put in a good word for me, but what's this all about?
I won't tell you the whole thing over the phone, Walter, but I will say that it involves a lost shipment of old world valuables, and perhaps one of the biggest blows to Caesar himself.
Well, that does sound like a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. I don't want to miss out on that.
So, can we count on you to come by?
Of course. Where at?
McCarran, meet me in the office of Colonel Shue. He'll fill you in on the rest.
All right, Humphreys, we'll be right there. Goodbye.
What was that all about, Walter?
I'm not sure, Bunny, but grab your hat and your gun. We've got a date with some treasure.
There's the man of the hour. Great to see you, Walter. Bunny.
Good to see you too, Humphreys. Say, what's with the dog?
I'll explain later. He'll be a crucial part of your mission. That is, if you decide to accept.
So what's this all about, Colonel? Why can't the other NCR boys know about this job before I do?
This is to be kept at the utmost secrecy, Walter. The boys are pretty busy trying to keep the outer city in order. So we thought we would run this by you first.
Precisely. Can't have an exciting job like this distract my men from killing the fiends. Should you accept, there'll be a pretty penny in it for you both.
All right. Well, I'm down here. I accept. Do you, Bunny?
I go where you go. And this one sounds a bit interesting.
Great. In that case, here's the rundown. And be sure to pay attention, because I'm only saying this once. There's too many cracks in the wall for my men to hear.
We're all ears.
Okay, so here's the deal. One of our men at the radio tower picked up a distress signal from a plane that crashed over 200 years ago. Obviously.
What's so special about this plane?
This wasn't a passenger carrier in its day. It was a cargo flight, holding very special cargo at that, for a museum.
How do you know this?
It started when a patrol squad of ours recovered an old working terminal in some nearby ruins from the pre-war Vegas airport. It looked like junk at first, until we hacked it. Darn thing had a schedule of incoming flights and where they were coming from. Most were from popular passenger airlines from back in the day, but there was one cargo plane headed to the city. The day the bombs fell.
And you'll never guess what was on it.
Well, I'm listening.
As I said before, it was headed to the airport to be processed, but it never made it. Thankfully, the Johns flying the bird sent a list of all will be coming in advance. A few ancient statues, some old weapons, and a ring.
A ring? What kind of ring?
Not just any ring, Walter. The ring of Julius Caesar.
What? The Julius Caesar.
Hold on. How are you so sure that this is the real thing? And what does this have to do with our current Caesar?
Because this ring is seen as one of the most holy trophies of Kaiser's army, something that could boost troop morale tenfold. In short, that killer of a leader wants us to use his own valuable resources to hunt down that piece of treasure, and we want to do the same.
Waste NCR resources over the retrieval of some ancient piece of metal?
Walter, you may not understand the value of morale, but preventing that man from wearing the real Kaiser's ring on his finger could have him so rational that he'd practically be sending men for us to kill easily. And the less of his men on this earth sounds good to me. But anyway, terminal business was step one. We then picked up that signal which matched the correct names and numbers on that screen. Pretty much a mayday from the pilots. This is the biggest step we've taken to getting this ring, and we want you to finish the journey. Only a few men know about this secret endeavor, and I'd like you and Bunny to end it.
Oh, Walter, this sounds exciting. A real piece of ancient history from a faraway land. Oh, this would be the perfect case break.
Hold on a minute, Shue. Something doesn't add up. If you know taking this ring could piss off the Legionnaires, that must mean that they know about it too. Come on, level with me here.
I see why you hired this man, Lieutenant. He's smart, almost too smart for his own good. Well, I didn't want to drive you away with the possibility of a Legion threat, but this is something both factions have been scrambling after for a long time. In fact, it's a well-known Mojave legend.
Well, this is just great.
Look, Walter, the answer should be this plane wreckage. All you've got to do is sweep in, sweep out, and gather your pay. The NCR is very appreciative of freelancers like you and Bunny. It really saves us time as a military force at war.
And the dog?
That's Roscoe, best hunting dog in the West. Herds local cattle, has a strong nose, and extremely reliable.
He'll be going with you two to help dig the thing up. Should also be able to sniff it out from under the sand. Isn't that right, boy?
Well, my position still stands. And at least we'll have a guard dog looking after us, right, Walter?
Well, if it's as easy as it sounds so far, let's get going.
The NCR has your thanks, Mr. Camry and Bunny. If all goes well, I think we'll be in for some wonderful feedback from Mr. Kaiser and his Legion.
Well, what's the matter, Bunny?
Oh, when I heard we were going to be hunting for buried treasure, I assumed the air-conditioned car would be at our disposal.
Well, Bunny, that's what we have Roscoe for. He wouldn't be able to pick up a scent going 60 miles per hour. Besides, this is fun. Nice little breeze out here in the desert. A nicely trained pooch to keep us company.
What is he yelling about?
Looks like he picked up a scent. Is that right, boy? Bunny, give your pet boy a check. I doubt it's the smell of a distant mole rat that has our hound in a frenzy.
Wow. Just by looking at these radio waves, there's no doubt that plane is nearby. Here, just listen to this, Walter.
Then that's our destination. What do you think, boy?
Hey, where's he going?
To Julius Caesar's ring. Let's go. We can't lose him. There's Roscoe. He's found it.
Why, this is magnificent. A real pre-war airplane.
An ancient thing carrying an even more ancient thing. If we found what we're looking for, you can go ahead and write this down as the most easy money made in Mojave history.
Well, let's not jinx ourselves. We still have plenty of ground to cover in this old flying machine.
Not with Roscoe on our side. Do you smell the ring, boy? Come on, let's get into the plane.
Oh, there's hardly a plane to walk into. Look at it. Only the walls are left sticking out of the sand, and there's no roof anymore.
It's been decaying like a metal corpse for more than 200 years, Bunny. It doesn't look like it's been touched at all since.
Look, Walter!
Well, would you look at that? An unopened crate, and a tall one, too.
Oh, look, it hasn't even been cracked in the slightest. This has to be the treasure we're looking for.
And I doubt that big box was only meant for a ring. Who knows what else could be hiding in there? Roscoe, down, boy. Walter needs to blast this thing open. That's a good boy. Now, if I just aim at these hinges correctly... Well, would you look at that?
Why, that's a statue. An enormous statue.
Good gosh almighty. That's something your average wastelander doesn't get to lay their eyes on. But it's no ring. Still, though, could it be of worth?
Well, hold on, let me see. My, this is beautiful. Looks like an old Roman politician with the way he's dressed. Long white toga and olive laurel wreath on his head. No doubt a man of high standing, but... Wait. What the...
What is it?
Why, this isn't authentic. And you want to know why? There's a serial number carved into this thing. All the dirty tricks.
Please elaborate. Local vault libraries weren't available to me.
This was a copy of the real thing, sometime way after the fall of the Roman Empire. In short, this was a product, made not long before the bombs fell.
You mean this was just meant to be some eye candy for the culture-hungry tourists?
Yep. All wrapped up and on its way to Vegas.
Great. Where does this leave us now?
Well, looks like we can either search the surrounding areas or go back to the NCR.
It looks like we don't have much of a choice here.
Looks like you don't.
Down, boy. Take it easy.
That's the right move, Camry. Keep your dog low. and your guns concealed.
Many thanks for the mercy, fellas. It'd be a shame if we lost him. He is only a rental.
Please don't hurt us. We were just on our way out. You can have whatever's here.
Nonsense. We heard what you two had to say about that fake statue. We know that ring ain't too far from here.
You folks vipers? What do you want with the ring, and why haven't you already killed us?
Because we want the money. We want the resources. Already lost too many guys on the trail for this thing. And now that you two obviously have the army's backing on this, let's say you folks take a walk with us.
But I...
Now.
Walter. Feels like we've been up here for days now. What do you think they want with us?
You heard them. They want our resources. We weren't the only ones on the trail for that ring, obviously. And they want to get to it before anybody else does.
How long has it been in this room?
About half an hour now. Those slugs they gave us to the back of our heads aren't helping much.
Well, we need to do something, and fast before they come back.
Right you are. 1 second. I'm gonna try my luck at picking the lock. You got a hairpin? I can see a screwdriver on that reloading bench over there.
Here you are.
Thanks. Come on. Is Roscoe all right, Bunny?
He's rattled, but I don't think they gave him a clock on the noggin. I think he'll be fine.
Good. This dog is very
So-
vital to...
Do you think this will pay
What
off
is it,
our
Walter?
debts to the cons or
Some
what?
men are talking in the
It could be
hallway.
possible. But with all the ring money, we could start making payments on much better things. First of all, though, I want to pawn it before anything. Making a trade to the cons to cover one cost would be stupid. Really, how much do you think it's worth? I don't know. But with the goody two-shoes detective on our side now, he'll be able to value it for us. Bet it's worth 1,000,000 caps. 1,000,000 caps? They'll be talking about our skull for centuries to come. So what do we do after it's over? What do you think? We kill them and add the dog to our inventory. It'd be a waste to pop a trained guard dog when he can rake in that many caps for us. He'll fit right in next door.
What do you smell, boy?
Looks like those boys have a little pet shop next door. They aren't getting this dog, no sir. Wait, Bunny, that bench. What's that next to the Vault-Tec lunchbox?
Huh? I don't know. It just looks like some old junk.
That's not any old junk. That's a half-baked recipe for a bottle cap mine.
Wait, what?
Great, it looks like most everything is here. Cherry bomb, sensor module. Now all we need are at least 10 bottle caps.
Darn. I think they robbed me clean when they took us in.
Not me. I've always got some tucked deep away under the silk of my hat. All right. Just need to insert this little thing here. Wrap this around there. Got it.
Good, what next?
We blow this joint.
What? You can't possibly mean use an active mine in our own room.
Yes, I do. And mind you, this is a prison. Now get Roscoe into the furthest corner of the room.
Ah, okay. Come on, boy, come on.
That should do it. Now all I need is something to set it off. Ah, here we go. This wrench should do the trick.
Hurry, Walter. I think they're catching on to us.
Message received. Let's get this show on the road. All right, I'm about to chuck the wrench. Duck and cover the old-fashioned way. Here it goes. That did it. The next room is wide open. Now let's get out of here.
But Walter, wait, that room, it's full of caged dogs.
Great Scott. This must be what they had planned for Roscoe.
It's a training room for the Viper's new attack dogs. I can't believe it.
And Roscoe doesn't seem to care for their conditions either.
Walter, we have to do something.
The hounds don't look very feral yet. Must be new recruits. Releasing them would make for a good diversion, too. Bunny, do you see a release somewhere?
Look, Roscoe found a lever.
Good. Pull it. I can hear them coming. I'll open the door.
And they're off.
Great. Those vipers are in for one heck of a surprise. Now, Roscoe, Bunny, through this window before it's too late.
On it. Come here, boy. Come here.
See if Roscoe needs any more water, Bunny. He's looking tired.
All right, but it looks like we may be almost tapped. You think there's a chance we could stop by Lake Mead for some more?
It's a little far from here. Well, say, how's about that shack right there?
Walter, the only general store sign you should trust is the one in Good Springs.
Oh, enough with your vault paranoia. Not everything is a trap. What do you think, boy?
What do you think he said?
To me, I think he said, Bunny's overreacting, and we should get me a cold bottle of water in that general store, which is not a trap. I think so too, boy.
Fine. But you're paying.
Fine. But let's not halt this trip any further before it gets dark.
Put your hands up.
Whoa, Nellie.
Hold on. You two on Legion? You can't be. One of you's a girl.
No, sir, we aren't Legion. Opposite of, if anything.
Whew. Sorry for scaring you, partner. They've been hunting me down like a dog for the past week now. Been on the run for a safe haven ever since. Again, apologies for the gun.
It's okay. At least you didn't choose to plug us. Might I ask why the Legion is after you, Mr.
Michael. My name's Michael. And believe it or not, I'm being chased because of something that belongs to Caesar. Something I thought I had, anyway.
Don't tell me. It's the ring, isn't it?
What the... How do you know?
We've been searching for the exact same thing. I assume you beat us to it?
No. Or at least I thought I had. A lot of fool's gold can be found around here with so many abandoned mines. I've excavated and searched about 6 of them with no luck. Well, that was until I found this.
That's a pretty piece of metal you have there, Michael.
You're telling me? That looks like a solid gold ring with a ruby in the center, but... Oh, that can't be Caesar's ring, can it?
No, because my research told me this ring was made of silver and had the original Caesar's face etched in the center. This is still pretty valuable, but it's not the one I'm looking for.
What makes you think it's stashed inside a mine of all places?
Oh, man. It's not a known fact where it is. But there's stories told by so many generations of wastelanders that it could be anywhere. The one I heard spoke of the ring being stowed away in some mine by a historian to preserve the ring's condition after the war, but that's obviously not the truth.
Well, Walter, where do we go from here?
Well, we were headed down this road before we heard about this. Were you planning on heading home due to this Legion chase, Michael?
Heck no. I just need a place to lay low for a second. The Legion can catch me if they can. But I'm going down searching for that ring. If you want to join me, I'm going to be heading for another lead that states it could be buried by a truck somewhere. It's just another big legend, and I'd be happy to explain it to you on the way.
Oh, but Walter, we need water for poor Roscoe here.
I've got water. Plenty for all of us, actually.
Well, in that case, let's hit the road.
So, rumor has it, the driver halted his trip to the museum to bury the ring, right after reports of the Great War broke out.
And why would his truck still be sitting there?
Well, Bunny, I doubt the man had much time to run after the bombs hit.
Correct you are. Wouldn't be surprised if his skeleton is still sitting in a driver's seat.
Wow.
Okay, but don't stay up too long, boys.
All right. Good night, Bunny. I think I'll take in some of this night air a little longer.
By golly, if this search doesn't kill me...
Say, Michael, what's the story behind that funny little pendant around your neck?
Oh, this thing? I found it in a cave last week. You'd be surprised at all the valuables you can find stowed away in there.
Yeah, I hear a lot of families who couldn't afford vaults use them as the next best thing during the war.
What I would do to go scavenging in a vault. Say, is it true that one of them has real talking death claws?
Wouldn't be surprised. All I know is that they're nothing but trouble.
Wait, you been in one?
Michael, hold on. Did you hear that?
No, what is it?
Footsteps, coming up alongside the hill.
Oh, no. Could it be the Legion?
Don't know. But cut the fire off and play like you're sleeping. We can get the jump on them.
Good thinking, Walter.
All right. Now just lay down. Here, take your gun. I think they're approaching from your side.
Okay, gotcha.
And now, Michael.
I got him!
Good shot, Michael.
What the heck is going on here? Were those shots?
Yes, they were, Bunny. But not to worry. Our new friend here just nailed all 3 targets.
Legion, all 3 of them. They must have been tracking us. Dang it. That was my fault.
There's no place for blame here, Michael. If they weren't after you this time, they'd be after me and Bunny. We're after the same thing, after all.
Well, what do we do? They obviously know where to find us.
I'll check the bodies. Maybe there's something they knew about us.
It's okay, boy. Fighting's over.
Pack up your things, Bunny. Gunshots this late at night don't exactly attract the best attention.
Got it.
Well, would you look at that? I actually shot him.
Sure did, buddy. What's that you're looking at?
Oh, well, it looks like a... Oh, wait a second. It's a map.
Let me see that. Well, I'll be a Deathclaw's uncle. That is a map.
And looky here. This must have been where these three guys were stationed when they wrote this. It's just a mile down the road.
And where they think the ring might be points just a few more miles down. Sounds to me like they just wanted to waste us before we could get the jump on them.
So, do you think we should still wait till morning?
Not with this information. Come on, let's help Bunny and split a payout.
I hate to be that girl, but are we there yet?
Don't hide your frustration, Bunny. We're all wound up from this. Is the map still in our favor, Michael?
By the looks of it, those two big boulders right there mean we're only seconds away from the site. That must mean...
Look! The truck!
Well, that was fast.
Oh, come on! I know the site of that old wreck anywhere.
Wow! Would you look at that?
That's a 2076 model. Looks like all those years of reading auto magazines really paid off.
Those scouts must have been right. There's a dried-up skeleton in the driver's seat. Who knew he'd be delivering one of the most valuable relics on the coast?
Yeah, if only he had made it. Gosh, you wonder how many wanderers have passed this up and never knew of its significance. This truck should be a monument, really.
Well, you both sure got excited. Left me and the dog all alone back there.
Sorry, Walter. I just couldn't help myself. Bunny, too. She may not be a treasure hunter like me, but she's a history buff, I can tell.
You got no arguments from me. The only thing that excites me more than this ring could be the cash prize involved. I know you've been seeking out this trinket for a while, Michael, but you understand that I have to return it to the NCR, right?
Are you kidding me? I'm glad you'll be able to keep it preserved. Sure, I'd like to keep it, but I can't be thinking of myself here. Besides, there's plenty of other equally valuable treasures in the Mojave. My career doesn't end here, Walter.
Thanks. I'm glad you understand.
But that doesn't mean I still don't want to see it. Come on. Let's all three of us pry open the rear of this cabin.
I'm right behind you.
Oh, this ought to be exciting. Come on, Walter.
Okay. Everybody in place? We're all going to lift on a count of three, okay?
Right.
Okay, then. 1, 2, 3. No good.
It's still been locked after all this time.
Which means it has to be in there.
Good point, Bunny. All right, let's try again. 1, 2, 3. Blast! That thing's sealed shut. Hardly any give.
We have to keep trying. There is no way we're stopping this far into the search.
That's the spirit. But if we can't do it like this, we'll have to exhaust any other means possible. All right, let's try another. 1, 2, 3. Still no good.
Hang on a minute. There. Now try.
Well, that's one way to go about it. Hope you didn't damage any golds inside. Okay, ladies and gentlemen. I'll do the honors. Here we are.
Is there something in there? I don't see anything in there.
We'll need to get a flashlight. It's far too dark.
Here, let me try. I've got a small one on me.
Go ahead.
Be careful, Walter. I know it's been sealed since the Great War, but who knows what shimmied its way on in there since then.
It's not a big truck, Bunny, but I do see something on the ground. Something long. A few of them, too.
Are they boxes? Hopefully one for the ring?
No, there's no boxes or a ring. What it looks like we have here are a few big shovels.
Good, good. Now get digging, Camry. You too, girl.
Walter!
I see him, Bunny. So, the snake finally comes out from the grass. Tell me, Mike, Did you figure I was catching on when I caught that pendant on your neck? Or when you unknowingly plugged your 3 Legion mates back at the camp?
I didn't figure a thing, Camry. I knew the tides can turn at any moment, and I was prepared for that. But you are a tricky one, you little elitist.
But what does this all mean? That he was some rat the whole time?
Not just any rat, Bunny. A Legion rat. He staged this entire journey just to use us as a ferry to the treasure. That's because his incompetent Legion buddies were hitting dead ends.
But what about when he shot the 3 Legion bandits at our camp?
That was all just another way to get rid of us. You see, while we were out earlier, I checked Michael's gun while he wasn't looking. All the chambers were filled with blanks, so I knew right there that our situation was being kept under watch. So before I gave the iron back to him, I made sure to swap a few blanks with my own rounds. Those Legion scum were out to get us, and Michael here wanted to make it look like they were dead so they could spring up and surprise us. Perhaps you noticed his reaction when he realized they weren't play acting as planned.
And you were a smart little profligate for doing that, Detective. But this is the end of the line.
So what? We found the truck for you. But how do you expect to find some tiny little ring amongst all this sand, huh?
Michael, please. If you want the ring that badly for your leader, we'll back down. Without a question. The NCR only wanted patsies for this. We're not bound to the military in any way.
Shut up. You can fight this all you want. But the fact of the matter is that you had my comrades killed in one of the dirtiest tricks I've seen in my entire life. I can't let the two of you walk for that. So, to answer your question, Walter, I won't be the one to find Caesar's ring. You will.
You've got to be kidding me.
Why should I? You have the arms to dig. You have the dog. And finding the ring should go faster in general. Wouldn't you say?
Cool it, boy. Everything's gonna be okay.
Yes, for now it will. But one tiny inclination that your dog wants to charge me, and I'll make it supper for the crows. Now, my friends, get digging. Oh, and we should all remember who has the gun here, right? I must say, though, I'm pleased to see your last efforts will be for mighty Caesar.
Well, that's hole number 3.
There's nothing but bedrock underneath this area. What does Michael expect from us? And how do we even know the map is legit? It could all be pure speculation.
Don't lose hope now, Bunny. My intuition tells me this is the spot.
Yeah, but you could be wrong.
I never said it would be the spot for our treasure, Bunny.
I'm not hearing any digging over there.
Oh, great. Look, I know we should tell him that we found another dud, but I'm too afraid of what his reaction might be. Psst, say, do you still carry that old shoe pistol you keep with you?
Yeah, I do.
Oh, goody. Oh, I had a feeling you had something up your sleeve. Oh, let's say you and me call Mikey over here and pump him full of holes.
Oh no, Bunny. Not yet.
What? Why?
You heard him. We need to find that ring.
Are you crazy? Who cares about that stupid ring anymore? Our lives are on the line.
Oh, Mike.
Wait, what are you doing?
What's a holdup, you two?
Only rock down this one. We need to dig another hole.
All right, but you better give me results in the next one, or I might just bury you in one of these holes.
Well, I know I said this about the last one, but this could be it.
Oh, Walter, what's gotten into you? Why are you all of a sudden seeming to enjoy this slave work?
Oh, Bunny, there's no such thing here. Not when there's ancient treasure involved.
Don't you get it? There is no treasure. Not for me, not for you, or the NCR. And even if we do find it, Michael's just gonna take it off our hands and kill us.
Maybe with just one final foot, we should be hitting something besides bedrock.
Did you just hit something?
Yeah. Whew. Looks like we found it quicker than we thought.
Well, hurry. Wipe the sand off whatever it is and pull it up.
That's a job for you, Roscoe. You think you have it in you?
Oh, thank heavens. For a second there, I thought we might have dug our own graves. that's why you got all chipper down here, eh, Walter? I knew you had a good feeling about this after all.
We got nothing.
Oh, no.
Oh, come here, boy. You must be tired of all this digging, huh? Here, take this.
That makes 2. I can't go on like this, Walter. If Michael doesn't kill me, the digging will. Just please, give me that piece so I can dispatch that no-good, rotten Legion son of a...
Hey, Mike.
I hope you have a good word for me, profligates.
We do. You'll be happy to discover that we found the ring.
What?
Shh, Bunny.
What? You did? Splendid. Where is it?
It's a tiny old sucker, Michael. We might need to show you up close.
Oh, yeah, fine. All of you climb out one by one. I don't want any of you trying to pull a fast one on me. You already did once. Ah, there we are, see? The NCR may paint us as brutish savages who work our slaves to death. But you two have proved them wrong. With only a little hard work, our cause can conquer anything, including ancient treasures.
Save us the propaganda. We're quite exhausted.
It was a tough dig, Your Highness, but we found it.
Excellent. Now give it...
But first, I think we deserve some compensation for our work. If it wasn't for us, you'd still be trying to find it. Now, I know you said once we found the ring, you'd waste us. But I think now that your frustration's gone, we can change the plan.
Change the plan? You must be kidding me. You made a great effort, I'll admit. But we, Frumentary, actually hold a conscience, Walter, and I couldn't go on knowing I set 2 anti-Legion mongrels on their way.
A legionnaire with a conscience. I'm sure every pig in the world is flying right now.
Come on, Michael. We were good friends before this. Granted, it was an act, but I think you've absorbed our personalities well enough. Remember, we're not employed by the NCR. That's all by choice.
Then that was the worst decision you ever made. There's no getting out of this, Walter. Best would be to hand over my leader's rightful possession, or I'll take it from your cold dead hand.
So there's no getting out of this? Not any way?
Not at all. Now give me the ring.
All right, buddy. Here you go. If you see right here in my palm, this little piece of metal will... and take...
Walter, get his gun!
Go on, stick it, boy, stick it.
Oh, my arm! My arm! Ah! Let go of my arm!
Got the gun. Okay, boy, let him go.
Good work, boy! Ooh, you sure gave him a thrashing.
Whew. And a much-deserved one, too. We don't dig holes for free, and thanks to Roscoe here, we had enough time to grab the gun. The NCR's a lot of things, but they know how to train a good dog. Looks like you're going to need some patches for that, Michael, and a new home at Camp McCarran behind some bars.
You monsters! So close to victory.
Yeah, well, you win some and you lose some. But in this case, you won't have a chance to do either after today. Sorry for scaring you back there, Bunny. I just needed to keep his suspicions down. Lower the heat.
Well, that explains it. But don't think I took you for a crazy person back there. That was just me losing hope. And speaking of hope, Mr. Michael, I'm afraid you'll find that ring of yours has been lost in time. Looks like you got all excited over nothing.
Fool. I was a fool.
Not so fast, Bunny. The ring has been found and in almost pristine condition.
No, we didn't, Walter. I would have seen the thing if you did, and there was nothing in that last hole we dug.
Oh, yes, we did, Bunny. But you were too stressed out to notice.
Humor me then, Walter.
I will. You happen to notice what I gave old Roscoe here while you were having that meltdown?
Why, No.
That was the ring. Slipped it to Roscoe and pretended I found more bedrock. He seemed a little too flustered to help me play along, so I let you be.
Wait. Roscoe ate Julius Caesar's ring.
That's right. Swallowed it like a treat.
What? You let some mutt eat Mighty Caesar's possession? You'll be punished for this. Profligate!
Michael. I'm the one with the gun now. I was willing to let you walk with that silly ring band at first, but you had to play it the hard way. Now, you're going to be taken out of circulation.
I'd rather die.
A true legionnaire does the job if he's captured by his enemies, but but you're obviously not in a state to do that. You're coming with us. Oh, and a word of advice. Cooperate with your interrogators right off the bat, because they'll have fun with you if you resist. I'm sorry, but I have no jurisdiction over that. Food for thought.
Speaking of food, what do we tell Humphreys and the Colonel now? I don't want them to have to hurt poor old Roscoe. He practically saved the day here.
Well, they won't have to do that. After we drop off Michael here, we'll make sure the NCR doesn't take out the ring by force. Instead, we'll just have them wait for it to pass through.
This has been Walter and Bunny in The Strip. Be sure to tune in next time for our next episode, The Case of the Stolen Bird. After the NCR sends Walter to investigate the corpse of a mysterious aviator, the detective finds himself involved in one of the Mojave's most secretive organizations. Will Walter's code of honor pin him against his NCR allies, or will he go for the big score by exposing the organization? Find out in the next episode of The Strip. In the production you just heard, Walter Camry was impersonated by Eric Huffman, Bunny by Sharon Grunwald, Humphreys by Ken Kennan, Colonel Zoo by Jerry Freeman, Michael by Stu King, and additional voices include Stu King. The Strip and True Vault Escapades are all productions brought to you by the A-Bomb Radio web station and Atomic Wolf. Each episode is written, directed, and produced by Preston Harden.
Listening to ABR. That's A-Bomb Radio, in case you forgot.